high-risk TB labs. It means that there is high level of risk for the generation of aerosols. So here we follow the guidance and recommendations of World Health Organization, and if we feel that the laboratory is not according to World Health Organization, then simply seal it off and decontaminate by the process of fumigation. Now, high-risk TB labs are so called because they work with high concentration and high volume of bacilli, that is Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which is responsible for a contagious disease, tuberculosis. Now, there are two procedures in which there are chances of, or there is high risk of aerosol generation. The first one is the manipulation of cultures for the identification of Mycobacterium tuberculosis, and secondly is the manipulation of cultures and specimens for drug susceptibility testing or for molecular assays. So these are the two procedures. One is the manipulation of cultures for the identification of bacilli, and the second procedure, that is preparation of suspension or of cultures for drug susceptibility testing or for molecular assays. So here there are high chances that the aerosol formation occur. Now, what are the factors that lead to TB infection spread among the lab workers? Because lab workers are dealing with the sputum specimen, and there is an order that all TB experiments must be performed for the identification of Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So at this step they have to be little bit conscious while opening, even simply by opening the positive culture vials, so that there is minimum formation of aerosols at this level. Then prepare smear from positive cultures in such a way that there should be no formation of aerosols. Even aerosol formation occur when we are preparing suspensions cultures for DNA extraction. Maximum risk occurs when there is spillage of the biological material containing Mycobacterium tuberculosis, or when there is leakage of the container containing sputum specimen or blood specimen from Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So here we have to be very careful while handling these type of specimens. Now, biosafety measures has to be taken at this lab. Now there should be double set of doors, one for the entry and other for the exit. एक टाइम पे एक ही डोर ओपन हो. Now in such labs children and unauthorized people are not allowed, so there must be self-locking and self-closing system of the doors. Now biohazard symbol should be displayed on the doors, and the biohazardous material should be labeled with the biohazard symbol. Now the workers working in such lab must follow the personal protective equipments. It includes lab coats, gloves, protective eyewear, shoe covers, and even hair covers if required. So here at this level we have to follow the personal protective equipments, and after removing the gloves, wash your hands, and the hand washing sink should be near to the exit door. Now decontaminate and the working area and the waste disposal is a very important step in high risk TB labs. Simply clean the bench tops with 70% alcohol, and if we are using biosafety cabinets here, then we have to check their HEPA filters, we have to check their maintenance daily. And we are dealing with the specimen which are at high risk. It should be disposed of by following different process of sterilization or of disinfection. That can be autoclaving, incineration process, or by using chemicals for disinfection.